My 49F daughter Cutie, 17, is graduating high school this spring and was just accepted to her first college last week. I share Cutie with her father, my ex-husband, Will, 52M, but have been married to my husband Brian, 49M, for about 6 years. Brian has a son Nick, 16, who is a junior at the same school as Cutie. Brian has full custody of Nick while I share custody of Cutie. Will and I divorced fairly amicably when Cutie was young, and have grown into strong parents. Will's family comes from substantial money, so as part of the divorce we agreed that he would be responsible for the tuition and dorm bill for Cutie's college, and I would pay for the other miscellaneous living expenses. I have saved enough to pay for these expenses, but I know that if something were to happen to my savings, Will or his family would be able to foot the entire bill for Cutie's living expenses without any changes to his lifestyle. Will and I decided to sit Cutie down and show her the whole picture of what college costs and what we will pay for. Brian thought it would be a good idea to have a similar conversation with Nick even though he is only a junior. Unfortunately, the financial situation for Nick differs. Since his mother is not in the picture, it has been on Brian to save for Nick's college. Brian was able to save and I have also contributed a bit, and he has about enough saved for a full associate's degree or half bachelor's degree at an in-state public school without living expenses. We didn't openly discuss the specifics of the different finances with each child, but did broadly say that they had different opportunities due to situations outside of their control. Nick has since surmised that his situation is very different from Cutie's and his choices will be much more impacted by finances than hers. Nick came to Brian and I very upset over the weekend. He said that it wasn't fair that Cutie got to go anywhere she wanted and he specifically was upset that Cutie would not have to pay for her own room and board. He then asked that if Cutie gets into a school with scholarships, if he could get the difference in tuition for his college. Or, he said that I should contribute the savings I had for Cutie to his fund to try and make it more fair since Will could make up the difference easily. I kindly told him that no, I wouldn't do that and that I'm really sorry that the situation. Then I told him that unfortunately, sometimes them's the breaks in life and that we will do our best to make sure that whatever college he decides to go to that he can make the most of the opportunity even with loans. Nick was obviously upset at this and Brian thinks my response to his asking made me a bit of an asshole even though I shouldn't have to change any of the agreement. I feel like I'm going crazy but Rita? EDA, I had condensed this post for character limits but wanted to add a bit about the actual conversation. This was the follow-up conversation to the longer one my husband had with him about how much money we were able to contribute to college, so he already knew the specifics of what we have saved for him. I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Our follow-up was a conversation that was over 10 minutes long, most of it was saying that we were sorry about how this situation impacts him and that it's really difficult seeing people close to you get opportunities you can't have. I did not default to them's the breaks but then yes, I did say those exact words, I must be older than I thought, after Nick got increasingly angry and frustrated. I didn't intend to be callous but I love Nick and I will apologize for being unkind and make sure to repeat the things Brian told him about the fund in the first place. There are so many options for you and we are excited to support you to make whatever future you want happen for you.